Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host Conrad, and today we have another look at the crypto market. So today, of course, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and some of these nice and major altcoins like Ethereum, Link, Uniswap token, and of course, later on in this video, I'm going to mention one secret altcoin I did not see anyone talk about actually, but which is actually currently exploding. So very interesting to see that, and yeah, stay tuned along the video because I'm going to talk about it later on. That's it, and let's get into it. Okay, so looking here at the price of Bitcoin, and before getting into price today, make sure you go down in the comments, you say I subscribed. I'm going to personally reply to your comment, and as well subscribe to the channel and leave a like down below this video. Okay, so as you can see, we had this very nice breakout here of this symmetrical triangle, which I thought was rather neutral, but leaning just slightly more bullish. And we got a very nice structured breakout actually in there now, finding some resistance in the $11,700 range. I do not think it's too significant, this range. I mean, we can possibly draw something like this, but it's not important either in my opinion. Which is still pretty important are the levels of 11,900 and of course 12,070 about, and these are the two targets right here which I am looking at currently, these two targets. And yeah, I do not see much resistance until we get there, but once we get there, I do think we can drop a little lower, and maybe again into the range of 11,100, but maybe even not that low. But I will have my buy orders sitting right there at 11,100 for a move which could look like this, where we consolidate maybe a bit further, then see again a move to 11,900, maybe then come back down or just explode to 12,000, which I think will be critical resistance for the short term, until we find some resistance and then possibly again go lower here into the 11,100 to $300 range and find support, and then see a nice move to the upside once again. This could also then give us the possibility for an ascending triangle, which of course would be a very bullish pattern. We can possibly draw it something like this, where we get this final push down into the range of 11,000. Maybe we can also do it something like this, and this would probably nicely line up with my target, where we could then see a move maybe just a bit longer here, a bit prolonged into support of 11,100, and then seeing finally a break to 12k again, and then a move higher. This could be the moves coming for Bitcoin, and I'm actually pretty bullish here for the short and long term. But as I said, 12k and higher 11k will be resistance in my opinion. Okay, so looking here at Ethereum, of course this did not play out as expected. We actually held $370. We just broke it, and I get stopped out. It's very sad, but it's just the way the market goes. So as you can see, we had this push down and a major push to the upside right into resistance, which is very nice to see that these patterns are playing out as expected. So we once again have resistance at the level of $393, and also possibly coming up right here at 415. So what I'm now looking at, well of course Ethereum will act similar to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin sees a push to the upside, Ethereum will also do so. But for now, I think 393 will be pretty important resistance, because as you can see, this is of horizontal importance. We do have now ascending higher lows, but I don't think they will be too important for Ethereum, which is the most important indicator for Ethereum is, of course, as I just said, Bitcoin and what Bitcoin does. So since I do see Bitcoin actually going higher into the 12K range, I do think Ethereum will also possibly go higher into the $400 range to 415. I do not yet see a break to 440, but of course this could happen. I will also, of course, take a cautious look at 488, which is currently just the high for this year. But I do think it will take a lot of some time before we get there. But as I said, I do see some resistance currently, and we can either now consolidate here further, depending on what Bitcoin does, or we can break again, go to 315 to find support before then again going higher and forming this ascending triangle to finally see a breakout to 415, and of course also to $444 here for Ethereum. But I do think this will take a bit of time, maybe a few days, maybe a week before we get there. Of course, so similar to Bitcoin, well, we can see something like this here on Ethereum as well. Okay, so Chainlink, and yeah, as I said, stay tuned because I'm going to talk about Monero actually later on in this video. So yeah, stay tuned. And for now, we're looking at Chainlink USD as you can see, and so it's just deleting some of these lines. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty nice for Chainlink. We are now again above resistance, which I did not think was too likely, since this was pretty important resistance in the past. But as you can see, we broke it nicely here for Chainlink, and we are now holding above $11 approximately, which is the very important support and resistance, and I would now expect it to be support. I do not see much resistance until $13.22 here for Chainlink. I think we can rally again to this level, because I do not see, as I said, much resistance until we'll get here. Of course, if Bitcoin also consolidates or rallies to the upside, then I think Chainlink will do as well. We can, of course, consolidate a bit further, maybe even come back down to this important support of $11 before then seeing a move until 13.22, because I think this will be heavy resistance. As you can see, it was touched 1, 2, 3, 4 and almost 5 times in the past. Very important resistance, 13.22. And as well, we also then could have this diagonal resistance coming in as well. I don't think it will be too important. Of course, we have to wait and see what happens. This could stop the price a bit prematurely before getting to 13.22, but I would not yet see this as a certainty, because we only have 2 touches here for this trend line. And yeah, so that's the reason why I am still leaning rather bullish until we get to 13.22. As you can see, it's also a set of a trend line here for the TD sequential, so that's good to see that this also aligns with this indicator. Okay, so pretty bullish here for Chainlink as well. Uniswap token also looking very nice. We finally have our reversal pattern similar to what we got right here. This ascending triangle formation. We are now just drawing it real quick. We are now also experiencing a reversal pattern, which also could be interpreted as an ascending triangle. Just moving this like that. This also could be interpreted as an ascending triangle, as you can see. But also, which is pretty nice to see, is that this could just be a bull flag. As you can see, we have this nice pole right here, and this would be now the flagging formation. and well, this could actually send price rather high. We are perfectly consolidating before just below resistance, very important resistance at 3.672 for Uniswap token, UniUSD. And as you can see, this is now a very nice anchor chain consolidation to the side, and this usually sends prices higher and above resistance. So I do see actually a breakout coming here rather soon for the Uniswap token, and this will be of course pretty bullish. As you can see, it's also aligning with the setup trend line here right at 3.59. And once we break this key structure, then I do think we can rally at least to this high. As you can see, is one swing high, which is currently sitting at $4.5 approximately. So, and if we actually break this level, then I'm again looking at 5.5. So pretty bullish here for the Uniswap token. I do think a breakout is coming in the near-term future. Of course, it's also dependent on what Bitcoin does, but since I think Bitcoin will rally higher, I do see Uniswap token actually move into this range of 4.52. Okay, so I think that's it actually for most of these altcoins. And now here it is. Here is Monero, the one coin I wanted to mention, and I do not see anyone actually talk about really. So, okay, just drawing a few levels here for actually not too important either. Okay, for Monero. So, as you can see, Monero traded here back in the Corona crash right at $26, and after its very nice and contained consolidation right here, we actually got a very significant breakout from $68 to $128. So we now have a 100% gain here for Monero. So this is of course very bullish. What is a bit concerning is that we just broke above resistance. Of course, we had some nice volume, but we are now seeing a 9 sell here for Monero, which is not a very bullish sign. So this could now have two implications: that we either consolidate here to the side, and that we consolidate on 121 resistance, which now should be supported. As you can see, it was a high right here and also some resistance right here. So I would expect Monero to hopefully consolidate on this. But what could also happen is that we just break down here for Monero, once again go back to the range of $95. You guys can see very important resistance in the past. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches here for Monero, and that we actually see move again in the range of $95 per coin, before finally then again seeing a rally further, and maybe a consolidation, and then again a rally to the target of $130 here for Monero. So as I said, I'm leaning maybe slightly more bearish, because we have this 9 sell just above very important resistance, which could send prices lower, as I said. But of course, if Bitcoin decides to go higher, then Monero can possibly too. This does look something like a parabolic move. As you can see, we do have some curving action here going on. So this could be rather concerning. Of course, this could just go much higher. And I mean, Monero once traded at $474. So this can of course go much higher. But I would be now pretty cautious here on some long-term positions for Monero, because as I said, this is now getting into parabolic territory. Okay, yeah, so that's it actually for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you stayed all the way until the end, make sure you like the video down below, you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as well go here to my Instagram page for some funny content here at enlightened_trading_ for some good memes on a regular basis. Okay, that's it, and I see you guys and girls and people back next time. Bye.